What would it mean to me to fall in love? I guess it would sort of complete my life. I've lived a pretty happy life, and I guess it's probably the one thing that's eluded me in my life. It'd complete my life, I hope.
G'day, I'm Gus. I'm 32 and I'm a cotton farmer from Warren, New South Wales.
Gus is your sophisticated country gent, as comfortable in the city as he is in the bush.
I don't think I've ever been in love. I've possibly been close a few times, but no, I don't think I've ever been in love. I could well have met the right girl, but maybe I didn't snavel her up quick enough.
How are you going? Mwah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
And what are you looking for in a woman?
Self-confidence is definitely something I look for. A family type of girl.
So do you think you can find the woman of your dreams today?
Well, it'd be nice to think so,
Really?
but yeah, let's find out.
Get inside, get yourself comfy, and good luck. Gus still hasn't felt that special spark. Maybe Amanda will light his fire.
Amanda, how are you?
Good.
Oh, is that for me?
Talking to Amanda, I was backpedaling a little bit from the minute she sort of came in.
You can call me Mandy.
Mandy, all right, Mandy.
She sort of steamrolled in and she was straight into me questioning, and I didn't mind that at all.
Do you ski or snowboard?
I'm a skier.
Ah, have you tried snowboarding?
No, never.
Chicken. You made it sound like you were a sportsman. I don't know now.
What are you jumping up and down for?
Because he's hot.
Really? Who is that?
Gus.
Oh my, how did it go?
I want Gus.
Do you really?
Yes.
Gus is still waiting for lightning to strike.
So they've all been nice girls, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's been something missing, I guess. None of them have made me nervous, and that's always a good indicator if I like someone.
I was in the Northern Territory for 3 months prior.
What did you do up there?
I was assistant farm manager on a mango farm.
Yeah.
I thought I needed something that would ground me a bit more in quarantine.
And I was thinking, are any of these girls going to be right for me? And Brooke came in, and yeah, it was a bit of breath of fresh air, I think.
And you like horses?
Yes, horses in my life.
I don't know much about horses, so
No,
I've ridden a horse about 10 times in my life, so
Yeah.
forgive me if I'm a bit ignorant. But yes, I was definitely a little bit nervous there, I think. I don't often get nervous, but I was nervous then.
Okay, Gus, tell us who you'd like to see again.
First one is Leslie. I like Leslie's easygoing nature. Second girl is Jen. Nikki was my third choice. There's something I'd like to get to know a bit more about Nikki. Julie was my next choice. And last of all, was Brooke.
He was really down to earth, someone that you can have a good conversation with and a laugh.
But yeah, Brooke, there was something about her that not any of the other girls had. I wanted to get to know her more.
A farmer who appreciates the finer things in life.
Good afternoon, Gus
What have
and
you got
ladies.
for us?
Welcome to La Sala. I have here slow cooked briskets.
Today, it's lunch at a top restaurant with his 5 dates.
Bon appetit.
Cotton farmer Gus is not your typical country boy. He comes from a line of successful cotton farmers, and after farming, his biggest passion in life is cooking.
I started cooking when I was very little, and I love it. In a way, cotton farming or farming in general is a bit like cooking, in that you're sort of putting together a whole lot of stuff and hopefully it comes together at the end and you'll produce the right crop or dish or whatever.
But cooking, for one, can be a lonely business if you do it too often.
Cheers.
That's all about to change. Now Gus is on a mission to find himself a wife, and there are plenty of takers.
Oh, he's a bit of a spunk, isn't he?
He's a good-looking country boy. Yeah, there's always something about a country boy that's more appealing.
You must have some questions for, life out on the land.
I've got a relationship question. What 3 traits or qualities could you bring to a relationship?
Honesty, I think.
Honesty?
Yeah, you'll definitely get an honest answer if you ask me something.
I can cook.
I can cook.
third. Been guilty of not being a good communicator before, but I think I've probably improved a bit over the last few years. Whereas I reckon quite often girls are the bad communicators.
Oh, he definitely fits my criteria. He's a farmer, he's handsome, and haven't seen his wallet yet, but... yeah, my parents would like him.
Well, back on dry land, Gus is spending some quality alone time with each of his girls.
Awkward as possible.
Do you go to the local game?
Yeah, that's probably on a Saturday.
Main
that's
social.
the main social outing. You go and watch the footy on a Saturday.
We're the same, but we're more footy.
Yeah.
But it's the date with Julie which really turns heads.
Pub afterwards.
And then the party after that.
Yeah, well, you have a good night.
I think from our background there's a definite connection because I've grown up on a farm as well, so I think that gives us a lot in common.
Might be a bit early to say there's a connection between Julie and myself, but I wouldn't rule it out. But yeah, there's more of a connection with Julie than there was with some of the others.
Next up is Gus.
No idea who he's going to pick. He's playing his cards very close to his chest.
Maybe Brooke. I think I've always thought that he maybe had a little thing for Brooke, but I couldn't tell you who else. Oh, I'd love him to pick me, yes.
He has got a tough choice to make, and whoever he picks, the other three would be disappointed.
Any one of you could easily come to the farm, but there's only going to be two. The first one's coming is Brooke. It's hard to describe, but you made me nervous the first time we met, and yeah, we get on very well. I don't know, you're easy to talk to, and I just feel comfortable with you. Julie, you're the other girl. Welcome to Warren.
It will be intense because it's out of the comfort zone. It's his comfort zone, but it's not ours. So that will be difficult, but at the same time, it's all fun, it's all an adventure, and I'm just loving it.
There's a lot to do. Gus, like all our farmers, has lived alone for many years.
This is a bachelor pad, and it has been for about 10 years, but I think it could change. I've never actually had a girl live with me for any longer than, a few days, a weekend or a week maybe. So I'd have to say that it's a first to have a girl actually live with me. Hi there, welcome to Warren, Julie.
Gus will play host to dental hygienist Julie
Turn on a nice day for you.
and quarantine officer Brooke.
Welcome to Warren, Brooke.
Mwah. How are you?
Such a nice day for her.
Yes.
She's come all this way, but Gus will have to work hard to make her want to stay.
Gus is a good-looking guy, but I haven't got to know him well enough to know if his looks match his personality. And if they don't, that's not a good thing.
John's got a spanner. Gus is about to have the whole toolbox. He's got a taste for the finer things in life. And outside farming, his biggest love is cooking.
Normally the girls sit there and talk to me at least while I cook. I don't know about this watching television.
It's a perfect situation.
This is the way
It's
it
quite
should
relaxing.
be. He was quite happy to do all the work and sort of concoct a big fancy meal.
Gus took a shine to Brooke at the group date. But he also discovered his cooking skills are going to be sorely tested this week.
I'm a vegetarian. Quite ironic, I think, coming out to a farm, a country. I don't think there's many vegetarian country people.
Gus is trying to cook her a vegetarian meal, but there's been a slip-up. That's chicken stock he's using, and Brooke's not going to be happy. There's no laughs back at Gus's. Brooke's vegetarianism is a bigger problem than he thought.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Welcome to Warren.
She's refusing to touch the risotto cooked with chicken stock.
If I hadn't have known, I wouldn't have minded. I felt a bit rude. It did look nice, but yeah, unfortunately, I had to insult his cooking in a way.
Gus's big hope for the future might be out of the running on the first night. Out in Warren, Farmer Gus is putting Brooke and Julie to work.
Don't worry about it. Get the stuff up on top there, like the big little mud, yep. Don't worry about the tyres, Brooke, because the inside, but like the rim.
But it's not all work and no play. Gus wants to get to know each girl alone, and Julie's first up for a solo date.
Oh, so where do you normally take girls for their first date?
First dates in Warren. Usually I have just dinner at my house.
It was a pretty easy conversation, had a nice little chat, got to know him a little bit better, and I felt like he got to know me a little bit better as well.
So far, so good, until Gus makes a schoolboy error in the world of dating, calling his date by the wrong name.
What do you like at pool, Brooke? Slept up badly and I called Julie Brooke. Whether there was any subliminal message in it, I have no idea, but I don't think she appreciated it, and no girl does. I probably would have enjoyed the day more if Brooke was there instead of Julie.
Strike one. Maybe he'll have better luck with horse-loving Brooke.
Me being a vegetarian. What do you think of that?
Honestly, when I first heard it, it was a bit of a concern, I've got to say.
Their farm visit got off to a lousy start
Welcome to Warren.
when Gus served vegetarian Brooke a dinner made with chicken stock.
If I hadn't have known, I wouldn't have minded.
That didn't go down so well, but things soon take a big step in the right direction.
As long as if we had children and you
they'd
expected
be
them to be
vegetarian.
vegetarian,
I'm joking.
I would have a real problem with that.
You didn't know what to say then. Gus is a lovely guy. Very down to earth, very confident young fellow. Let's go a little bit faster if you're right with that.
Oh! I'm sort of hopeful that there might be something between Brooke and I that might evolve into some kind of romance. Love is still a fair way off, but it's headed in the right direction. Oh, here they are.
Hey, Gus.
Bruiser.
How are you, mate? Very well. Christy?
Farmer Gus has invited his brothers and their partners over for a drink.
Been out a long time. This is Brooke and Julie. Christy. I was pretty keen for Stuart and Bruce to meet the girls. Well, they're probably two of my closest friends, and of course I was keen to get their opinion of the girls.
Dental hygienist Julie and quarantine officer Brooke have been on the farm for more than a week, but neither knows what Gus thinks of them. Maybe that runs in the family.
Well, we grew up in a house full of boys. Our dad certainly didn't teach us much about women.
No.
So got to it. At age 30, none of the boys were married, and questions start getting asked. Yeah.
It seems to be time for some brotherly advice.
You get any vibe from one over the other, or you?
I get a bit more vibe from Brooke, I reckon.
Then she likes.
Yeah, Brooke's trying a bit hard around the house, I reckon.
What sort of things?
She's done my washing and folded my jeans and put them neatly in the corner of my room.
Yeah.
Or you've seen these little signals with the washing, maybe. Have you sent any signals back, or?
Told her?
You let her know that you're grateful for.
At this point, no.
What she's done.
At this stage, no, I haven't done.
It's pretty clear he's got a few feelings for Brooke. Gus has definitely got to come out this week and tell her. He can't let it go until potentially she's gone.
Are you on there, girls? Are we?
It's got to the point now where I'm going to have to say something to Brooke. I'll be a bit nervous, I'd say. In the off chance that she's not interested in any way, shape or form, I'll feel pretty awkward, I guess. Very awkward. This is the mighty Macquarie.
Farmer Gus has taken on his brother's advice. He's set the scene to finally tell Brooke how he feels. Gus has liked Brooke since the first moment he met her on a speed date.
I don't often get nervous, but I was nervous then.
Thank you.
But she's got no idea what's coming.
I don't think he's attracted to me. Like, he hasn't gone out of his way to sort of portray that he's interested.
You must be wondering what this is all about.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit nervous at just how I was going to say it. And as I normally do with most things, I'm to the point and I don't beat around the bush. The last couple of days, I think, have been amazing. So far, I haven't given much away as to what I feel. And there's so much that I don't know about you. But the little bit that I've seen of you and got to know of you has made me want to know more. And I hope that after this is all over that we can probably see each other again.
Wasn't expecting.
Weren't expecting that.
No, not at all. Ideally, I guess I would have said, "That's fantastic. I feel the same way about you. Yeehaw." Instead of just standing there like a stuffed monkey, just going.
It's not the reaction Gus was expecting, and he still doesn't know how Brooke feels about him.
Now, right from the start, though, you were stiff as a board, but there was a little glimpse of you that's what kept me interested. I've put my hand down and she had sort of put her hand down, but not really. But I think she's put it down enough to keep me interested, and yeah, I'm curious to see where it takes us from here.
The place Brooke and Julie have called home for the past 10 days.
It's been a good experience. It's certainly got me out of my comfort zone and possibly given me some confidence as well, which is good.
See you, Jules.
See you later. Thanks for everything. Nice to
Thanks
have
for
met you and
coming to Warren and
it's
seeing
been
what it's all
good.
about.
Next week, the tables will turn when Gus goes to visit the girl he chooses at her home in the city.
I was open to the idea of this possibly being an opportunity to meet, the guy I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Whether or not I've found that, I don't know.
The whole experience has been definitely the most interesting thing I've ever done, and just what's going to happen down the track, who knows, but I've got an open mind and I'm looking forward to finding out.
Unlike Chris, Gus didn't get much in the way of romance on his farm. But today, he's hoping to change all that. Brooke and Julie were Gus's top 2 picks. But on the farm, it was Brooke he declared his feelings for.
And I hope that we can probably see each other again.
In return, she gave him nothing back. But will the thrill of the chase be enough to send Gus knocking on Brooke's door?
I've come down to Sydney to just try and get her to drop her guard a little bit and just tell me, is she interested or is she not?
Get your name. Yeah, you weren't meant to look up there. Seeing Gus today has been the most nerve-wracking. I'm not sure why. I don't know whether or not it's sort of... I feel that decisions have to be made today.
From day one, Brooke has been a closed book. But tonight, Gus is hoping she'll finally start talking about matters of the heart.
Do you enjoy going out to restaurants?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
But it seems love isn't quite on Brooke's mind.
Other questions?
I think we've got past the talking about the weather and that kind of thing. I came down here to find out a bit about Brooke, and yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore.
Still unsure how Brooke feels about him, Gus is about to lay his cards down for the last time. But will he play a winning hand?
Hey, Gus.
Hi, Natalie.
Good to see you again.
You too.
What's been happening?
Lots has been happening.
Lots?
has been happening, Natalie, since we last saw you.
Are you a changed man?
I'd like to think it hasn't changed me too much, but I've certainly learned a few things about myself and about life and about girls, and yeah, it's been fun.
Why don't you go inside and catch up with the boys? And I'll catch up with you soon.
Shall do. See ya.
So how'd you go with it, mate? Good?
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was different to what I thought.
Yeah. Pillow fights and lingerie.
Yeah, that was...
There was none of that.
It didn't happen.
What about tears?
Any tears?
You don't have any tears?
Yeah, I had quite a few tears.
He's talking about the girls, not you.
Are you okay, mate?
So, Gus, coming into this, how confident were you that you would meet someone that you were honestly attracted to?
Didn't know what to expect, and I sort of curious as to what kind of girls we were going to meet. But after reading the profiles, I got a bit excited.
And which girl excited you the most?
Brooke, always, right from the start, was my top pick.
Has anything happened that has made you doubt your feelings for her?
Well, on the farm, I mean, Brooke played a very tight hand and gave nothing away. But I put all my cards down, and I don't often do that, and she didn't really give me much back.
The lady in question.
All right.
Thank you. How are you? Good. You look gorgeous. Wow. Well, I've had a nice chat here to your friend. Where do you think it went wrong?
I don't know that I wouldn't say that it went wrong, but we didn't probably get that sort of time to get to know each other straight off, sort of.
I had a bit of a theory for a while that you didn't think that I was available or...
Did I say that?
That I was never in this to find a wife. Did you ever think that?
Possibly. You know, when you're sort of trying to decide whether or not someone likes you.
On the first night, though, you wouldn't sit on the couch beside me.
Well, no, I don't know. No.
You seem disappointed. Are you disappointed at how this has turned out?
Disappointed, but not devastated. Said to myself, well, if I meet someone that I see some potential with, I'll give it a fair shot. And I'd say that I did that.
So do you see a future for you at all? Will you keep in contact or?
Our paths will cross many times, I'm sure.
Do you hope they will?
I'm sure they will. And yeah, I hope that we do keep in touch and that it's not all for nothing.
I still have faith in finding love, for sure. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey, this one, and it certainly hasn't done me any harm, I'm sure.